Please welcome Nathan Coe Marsh.
Such a thrill to be here on Fool Us, where the most famous magicians you've never heard of leave the safety of our parents' basements for an epic showdown on TV. In other words, this is the Hunger Games for 32-year-old virgins. And ladies, just so you know, I'm 33. We live in an amazing time. I can get the answer to almost any question by reaching my pocket, giving my phone a couple taps, but imagine technology's next step. I want something, it just appears. Tonight, you're gonna be the first people to experience this. You're gonna think of something. My challenge is to make whatever it is you can imagine, bearing in mind it's a family show. Real. But it must fit inside this glass jar. Penn, Teller, if you would just kind of take a moment, make sure there's no way in. I'll leave it with you for a few moments, make sure there's no way in or out of the jar except through the top.
Open it?
Yes, please, absolutely. By all means, yeah, make sure there's nothing in the jar but the faint aroma of the Las Vegas Strip. And as we're doing that, I should emphasize, no one here is in on this, nothing's been set up, so that you guys know that. We're gonna make the process so random, it's completely out of my control. Each of you has a card and a pencil. I'd like you to think of something that could fit inside our jar. This could be a grape, a flower, Danny DeVito. If it's small enough to fit inside our jar, that'll work for our purposes. And as they're doing that, Allison, perhaps you would join me for a moment? Awesome. So we have many hundreds of possibilities, Allison, but we're only going to need like 20 or 30. So I'd like you to take this plate and please go out amongst the people, get like 20 or 30 of those back, and I'll ask you back on stage in just a moment.
All right.
And as she's doing that, Penn, tell her, how is our jar looking?
It looks great, and it smells
good, yeah?
It smells like root beer barrels.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's desperation you're smelling there, the fragrance of Las Vegas. And this is our target, so whatever you guys dream up will make itself inside this space. I won't even touch it. In fact, we're gonna leave it isolated in a series of boxes about 10 feet off the ground. So we got a jar, inside a box, just about 17 feet above the earth. And it looks like Allison's got a fair number. And Allison, perhaps you join me. The people will show their love for you.
Oh,
It's good to see you. And Allison, yeah, please, just set it down and step back into my office. So we have hundreds of possibilities. No, you can join. You can stay. Can she stay, guys? She gets to stay. She gets to stay. As random as we can be. And in fact, Allison, and let's step into the light, shall we? And so if you would just kind of turn your head, reach inside, and grab one for us, Allison, and hold it tightly against yourself. Just keep that card very nice and warm. And as she's doing that, let's see what might have been, because we have a few different possibilities here. So we have dice. We have a dollar bill. Not terribly ambitious. Yahoo! I'm not sure what that means, but Penn, Teller, I'd like you guys to hold on to this as well, so you make sure there are many different possibilities. Because had her fingers moved just a little bit differently, Allison would be holding on to a different card. Whatever Allison's holding on to, I have to make it real. In a jar, 25 feet. And Allison, for the first time, what is our object? Shall we take a look? Onto a golf ball. And now for a meaningless, dramatic gesture.
Woo.
It gets better, guys. It gets better. It gets better. Allison, hold it up. Show it to the people. Show it to the people for us, Allison. In fact, if you would be so kind, just kind of take the lid off and drop the ball straight into my hand, Allison. Just kind of drop that. Yeah, just kind of drop that straight.
Hey.
Oh, check this out. Here, take a finger. Give it a tickle, Allison. Give it a tickle.
A tickle.
It's a real solid golf ball,
Yes.
Allison, and it's a real solid glass jar. No way in or out of the jar except through the top. But the ball doesn't fit through the top. So the only way this could happen is if that ball came into existence inside the jar. Penn, Teller, we have a gift for you gentlemen as well.
Thank you so much.
That is amazing.